All right. Looks like we are getting live for the 60-minute yoga flow. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be doing 60 minutes of yoga for spine flexibility. This is really for all levels, but know that there will be some opportunities to do some back bends and some forward folds. And I highly encourage you to modify whatever you need to suit your body today. All right. We're also going to be doing a lot of nice opportunities of twisting. Have some water nearby in case you get thirsty. Stay hydrated. I'm using a Tada rug back here. You can see it's a giant yoga mat. It's awesome. I use it all the time. If you ever decide to buy a Tada rug yourself, you can get 10% off using the code Phoebe. All right, let's get started. Put on some music if you want some background music for your class today. If you're here, definitely leave a comment. Let me know below in the comment area so I can say hi to you. And other than that, we're going to get moving. Right, let's make sure you can see me. There we go. So we're going to begin today actually lying on your belly. So come all the way down to the floor. Woo, we don't usually start like this, do we? Well, I should say I don't usually start like this in my classes, but today we are. So come down to your belly, make a pillow out of your hands, and rest your forehead on the backs of your hands, making a little pillow. So your nose is lifted off the ground. You've got the tops of your feet on the floor. Take a big breath in and a bigger breath out. Good. Again, a big breath in through your nose and a big breath out. Keep breathing. As you do, notice how your body feels today. If there's any parts that feel achy or stiff, any parts that feel tired, just check in. And then whatever part feels the achiest, take a big breath and see if you can stretch that area broader with your inhale. Exhale, open the mouth, tongue out. And again, inhale through the nose, stretch that area broader. Tongue out, long exhale. Good. Now pick up the right leg, really stretch it back like someone's pulling the ankle. Set it down. Lift up the left leg, really pull it back and set it down. Keep the head and the shoulders soft. They're still on the floor, on the backs of the hands. You're going to kick the right leg up and lower it down. Kick the left leg up and lower it down. Good. Keep alternating right and left. As you do this, really push the tailbone into the ground. Press the front of the pelvis, the pubic bone, down towards the floor. And think of lifting your belly up away from the ground. Keep the shoulders soft. And you're really only kicking the leg up a couple inches. It's not a big movement. This will help keep the work in the back of your legs versus in your lower back. All right, take one more on the left. And now we'll mix it up. 2 kicks. So right leg goes kick, kick, and down. Left leg goes kick, kick, and down. So it's just 2 little kicks, lifting the leg up, 2 little pulses. Keep alternating. Really stretch long through that left inner thigh, that left ankle. Should feel a little bit like you're swimming with your legs. They're stretching longer, like you're trying to touch your toes to the wall behind you. All the while, keep that tailbone down. You should be feeling this in the backs of your thighs, but not your lower back. Good. Re-soften the shoulders. They like to creep up here. Keep the legs going. You can do the single kicks or the double kicks and lift your head and your arms off the ground. So now you're hovering your head and your torso. Your elbows are still out to the sides and you're still making that little pillow with your hands. Big breath in and out. Feel free to stay just like this or draw the elbows back like cactus arms and then reach them forward long. Draw them back and reach them long. You're still doing the kicks with the legs and now it really feels like you're swimming through some nice, refreshing water. Good. Make sure that tailbone is staying down. You're just lifting the legs, not lifting the hips. Take one more on the left leg and then lower everything down. Breath in and out. Bring your inner thighs together. Bring your hands by your shoulders. Lift up for a cobra. Look up, shoulders away from ears, elbows squeeze into your sides. Now the legs stay on the floor, but I want you to feel that same kick strength that you just did a second ago. So the back of the legs are engaging here. Exhale, lower down. We'll take two more. Inhale, pull yourself up. Chest reaches forward, the back of the legs fire up. Shoulders down and wrapping around your back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift all the way up. Good. Stretch long through your inner thighs and inner ankles. Exhale, lower. Lift up to tabletop position, hands and knees. Walk your knees under your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders, and begin some cats and cows. Inhale, lifting heart and tailbone. Exhale, rounding. Good. Keep doing this. Syncing your breath with your movements. And then get a little loosey-goosey with it. Some head rolls, some hip rolls. Just keep it super chill. Return back to table. Reach your right arm high to the sky. Big breath in. Thread your right arm underneath your left. Lie down on your right shoulder, right ear. Plant your left hand down in front of your face. Good. Keep twisting. Now, if you want a little bit more stretch, extend your left leg out towards the left and grab your left foot with your right hand. And you can kind of kick your foot into your right hand. If you want, you can even pick your left arm up and reach it up and over behind you, really rounding in the upper back. Release the left hand down, release the left leg back in. Reach up, untwisting, right hand goes high, and exhale, tabletop. Second side, left arm reaches up, breathe in. Thread it underneath you, lying down. Good. Just stay here for a moment. And then decide if you want to extend the right leg out and maybe grab onto that right foot with your left hand, kicking the foot into the hand. And maybe you want to right arm up, twisting almost as if you're trying to go into a shoulder stand, if you're familiar with that pose. Really breathe into your ribs. And release the right hand back down. Bend the right leg back in. Unwind. Left hand goes up. Big inhale. And exhale, set it down. Puppy pose. Walk your arms forward. Lower your chest towards the ground, and either your chin or your forehead is going to rest on your mat, or in my case, your tada rug, depends what you're using. Push those pinky toenails down. And one day, think your throat is even going to go to the ground. And, you know, that doesn't happen with forcing. It happens with chilling out, letting your body just soften into this. Think of your arms spiraling as if you're trying to move your triceps closer together and your biceps further apart. Slowly walk your hands back in and take some more cats and cows. Inhale, lifting heart and tailbone. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, cow. And exhale, stay in cat this time. The back grounded. Tuck the toes under. Downward dog. Lift the hips up and back. And just find stillness in this first down dog. So triceps roll towards one another. Heart reaches forward. The knees can totally have a bend in them. Get your heart and your spine long, even through the crown of your head. Check that your feet are hip distance. There should be a space of about 2 fist widths between them. You're actively reaching your heels to the ground. Whether they touch or not does not matter. And then even here, see if you can feel a little bit of that kick action that we did when you were on your belly. You're not going to move your legs, but feel that similar sensation as if your legs are moving away from your arms and your arms are moving away from your legs. Rise up to tiptoes, bend your knees, look forward, walk or big hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold over. Separate your legs wide. Clasp opposite elbows. And gently let your torso swing side to side. The more you can let your head and neck relax, the more benefit you'll get to your legs. Heels really press down into the ground. Toes are soft. Checking that you have equal weight between the heels and balls of your feet. Good. Slow down the rock, tuck tailbone, release arms, and roll to standing. When you arrive there, reach the arms up, big breath in, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your hands up, bring the backs of your hands together. Reach your arms in front of you, back of the hands still together. Curl your arms in towards your chest. Reach them up to the sky, a little back bend. Now the palms face the sky and you fold forward. Then gather with your palms. They're going to scoop up. We're reversing it. Thread them through the chest. Back of the hands come back together and you return to your starting point. So it doesn't really matter how it looks, but let's try it again. Okay, arms go down, little back bend, exhale, palms up to pour forward, and then breathe in, sink the hips low, take the arms back up. Good, couple more of these. Really breathing and letting it feel good. Finding lots of motion in the spine. Lots of fluidity with your breath. One more. Stay in the forward fold this time. Gently let yourself swing side to side. Inhale, lift your chest. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step back, top of a push-up pose. Anytime we're in this shape, feel free to drop your knees down to the ground. Triceps roll in, biceps out, shift forward, heart reaches forward. Squeeze your inner thighs together, press through the balls of your feet, kick your heels back. Good, press your fingertips down. Remember to breathe. And even to just chill out a little bit here, like no need to stress about the fact that we're in plank pose. Just make it a chill plank pose today. All right, drop your knees, your chest, your chin, and slide forward onto your belly. Inhale, cobra. Feel the backs of the legs like those kicks. Exhale, table. Round the cat pose, tuck toes, downward dog. Lift the hips up and back. Inhale, rise to tiptoes, bend knees, walk or hop, feet to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Bend knees, plant palms, step back, plank pose. And again, we're holding. We're chilling. We're breathing. Move your shoulder blades apart. Reach your chest forward. Good, and either lowering knees, chest, chin, or lower like a plank, all in one piece, down to your belly. Inhale, up, cobra. Maybe this time you shift forward and find upward dog, hovering the thighs. Inner thighs rolling to the sky, slight bend in the elbows. Even here, feel that kick in the back of the legs. Exhale to down dog. Rise to tiptoes, breathe in, bend knees, look forward, walk or hop feet to the front. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, strong legs to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, legs strengthen. Exhale, flat back to fold. Inhale, heart up. Bend knees, step or hop, low push up. You choose, lower all the way, cobra or up dog, straight from that low push up. Exhale to down dog. We're gonna do it one more time, and this time I want you to focus on your breath. Chill out about how deep your back bend is, about how long you can hold plank. Like, I don't care. I want you to focus on the inhale and exhale. So here we go. Rise to tiptoes. Breathe in. Exhale to move forward. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, center at the heart. Inhale, reach up, grow taller. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, low push up. Your choice of back bend. Big breath in. Exhale to down dog. Good. Find your breath again. Lift your left leg up high to the sky. Big breath in. Draw your left knee to your nose. Squeeze biceps away from each other. Heart forward. Good. Lift up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee. Stay here, pointing left knee to the sky. Or option for wild things, shifting shoulders over wrists, stepping the left foot down behind you, and reaching the left arm up and back. Hips are lifting. Unwinding, down dog. Right leg lifts up, big breath in. Stay here, really press through the arms, lengthen through the spine. Draw knee to nose, hold it, thumbs press down, pinky fingers press down, shoulder blades go wide, heart goes forward, back of your neck long. Up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, point the right knee to the sky. Feel free to stay or flip again. Shoulders over wrist, step the right leg behind you. Reach up and over. Make sure you're not doing a twerk here. You want to feel a little bit like you're tucking your tailbone. Unwinding, right hand down. Right foot steps between thumbs. Left foot steps between thumbs. Sit down. What? Yes, we are sitting down. Stretch your legs out in front of you and roll onto your back. When you arrive, bend your knees, place your feet to the ground, and bring your arms along your sides. Bend at your elbows, so your fingertips point to the ceiling, and your palms are going to face away from you, kind of like you're doing like a stop, telling somebody to back off. All right, now with those palms, kind of push them away from you like a quarter inch. And feel how when you do that, it broadens your chest and digs the base of your shoulder blades up into your back a bit. Do that, hold it, now push your elbows down into the ground. Your upper back should feel like the muscles are working. Keep that. Tuck your tailbone under and slowly roll up to a bridge pose with your hips higher than your belly button. Good. Keep the upper back strong. Keep the belly button low and stretch your knees away from you. Big breath in. Exhale rolls you down. Good. Again, engage the upper back, push the elbows down, roll the hips up. Feel free to stay right here, or this time pick up the right knee, flex the foot, and cross the right ankle over the left knee, making a figure four shape out of that right knee. The right knee can drop low, but keep the right hip high, and you can kind of use your thumbs to feel and make sure they're level. Good. Keep pressing the elbows down. Soften the throat. Press the left heel down into the floor. Release the right leg, step it down, and roll down to your back. Big breath in and out. Re-engage the upper back, lift the pelvis, bridge pose, third time. Feel free to stay, or this time left knee draws up, flex the foot, cross it over the right knee. Left knee drops, use your thumbs to check that the hips stay level, and then return them to that stop sign. Elbows down, collarbones broad. Press the right heel down into the floor and stretch your right knee away from your chest. Big breath in. Release the left leg. Roll down with the torso. Draw your knees into your chest and rock forward and back a couple times. If that's uncomfortable, just rock to a side to sit up. Good. Rock all the way up to sitting. Bring your hands behind you. Lift your feet up towards the sky. We're just going to get the core right out of the way from the beginning. So you can stay here with the fingers behind you, or go ahead and lower down into a low boat. Hands can come along your sides. You're squeezing inner thighs together. You're pushing the lower back down towards the floor, and your arms are reaching along as the shoulders stay down. Good. And then keep it chill, right? It's just a low boat. No need to fret. No need to go into panic. Make it a chill low boat. Make sure that exhale is long. Good for 3, 2, sit all the way up. Woohoo! And lower all the way back down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit all the way up. And lower all the way down. Keep it chill. Keep it chill. Shoulders stay soft. Jaw stays relaxed for 4, 3, curl up a little bit higher, 2, rise all the way up, and plant your hands, downward dog. All right, you should be feeling warmer right about now. Big breath in, sigh it out. Draw your left knee into your chest. Kick your left foot towards the right, and spin your back foot down like a warrior 2 foot. Reach your right arm to the sky. Fallen triangle. Press the pinky toe edge of your left foot down into the ground. Press the left palm down to lift your torso higher. Now you can stay right here or lift the left foot up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Try and lift it as high as your hip. 2, 1. Bend the left knee. Kick your left foot behind you and put the left shin on the ground. So now it's kind of like half moon in a sense, but your left shin is on the ground, the left foot points behind you, and the right foot is still on the floor. Bring your right arm in front of you and take a big circle with that right arm, going in front and then behind. And as you take that right arm behind you, you can find a little bit of a back bend, and then circle in front again and back. That right elbow can bend however feels comfortable. And that right foot is planting down like an anchor. Good, in reverse direction, we'll take 3 the other way, circling the arm, finding that big side body stretch, that little bit of a back bend, and a heart opener. One more. Good. Rise up to a kneeling position. The right leg will stay out long. The left knee will be tucked under, and it's going to look different on the camera, so listen to my voice versus the picture. Arms come out to a T. Bend your right arm into your right hip, and reach your left arm up and over. Kick strong through your right leg. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, rise back up with your torso. Arms come to the T. Use them for balance to step that right leg next to your left. Make sure they're hip distance apart and flex your feet behind you. Toes tucked under. Get a neutral pelvis so the tailbone points straight down, and reach your hands back. Bring them to imaginary jean pockets. So it should feel as if you're dipping your fingers into your jean pockets. Shoulders roll back, elbows squeeze together, and slowly lift your heart as you push your hips forward. So imagine there's 2 hands on your back, right at your shoulder blades, and they're pushing your shoulder blades up to the sky. Lead with your heart here. That's really the goal, is we're lifting the heart up. Hips keep pressing forward. Good, keep lifting the heart. Slowly return to center, no whiplash to the head. We'll extend your right leg back out to the side. Arms return to that T. Drop your left hand down. Take the right arm up and over, a big side bend. And then drop your right hand down. Step back plank pose. You can go straight to down dog or find a low push-up into up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. All right, let's do the other side now. Right leg is going to lift up. Make sure it's your right side. Draw right knee towards your chest and kick your right foot off to the left. Bring the pinky toe edge down. Spin your back foot down like warrior 2 and reach your left arm high to the sky. Awesome. That right foot can stay on the ground or lift it up, hovering it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the right knee, kick the heel towards your butt, and set that right shin down. The right foot kicks behind you. Left leg is firmly planted. Take the left arm in front of your chest. Sweep it around, big arm circle. As it goes behind you, you can bend the elbow. Take a little heart opener back bend. Maybe as it goes forward, you curl your chest over a bit like a cat pose. Good, that was the third one. Now reverse direction, going the other way. One more. Left arm reaches towards the left. Let that sit you up into a kneeling position. Left leg long, right leg bent in. Arms come to a T. Breathe in. Exhale, left elbow to left hip. Right arm reaches up and over, big side bend. The shoulders melt away from ears as you breathe to expand the right ribs. Really kick that left foot down. Rise up, arms to a T. Balance yourself to bring your left foot in next to your right. Make sure knees are hip distance apart and go ahead and flex those feet under behind you. Make sure you've got a neutral pelvis, so no twerking happening. And again, bring your hands to those imaginary jean pockets. Good. Find that upper back strength. So similar when we were in that bridge pose. That same idea, you want to feel that here. Push your hips forward, lift your chest, and maybe you stay with hands in those jean pockets. Or maybe this time you reach your hands back to grab your heels, keeping those hips pressing forward, the heart reaching towards the sky. Big breaths. Feel the back of the legs engaged. Slowly return your hands to those imaginary dream pockets and rise back up. Step your left leg out to the side again. Bring your right hand down. Left arm reaches over for a big side bend. And then set it down, stepping back to plank. You choose if you want to go straight to down dog or move through cobra and up dog. When you find down dog, enjoy a deep breath in and out. Good. Lift up both heels. Drop them over to the right. Bend your right knee. Left hip rolls on top of your right hip. Inhale, rise back up to both tiptoes. Drop the heels to the left. Bend your left knee. Push really strongly through your left palm. Return back to both toes. Lift both heels. And then drop your heels down as low as they comfortably go. Awesome. Right leg lifts up high. Big breath in. Step right foot between thumbs. Rise to fingertips. Lift your heart. Reach it forward through your shoulders. Fire up the back leg and deeply bend into your front knee. Soften those front toes. You're welcome to stay here or push into your front heel to rise up. High lunge. Good. Feel your legs moving in opposite directions. Feel your shoulders and your face soft. As your tailbone drops down, reach up through the crown of your head. Hands come to your heart. We're going to twist. Feel free to drop the back knee down. You're going to hook left elbow outside your front knee. Keep the back knee lifted or drop it down completely. No in-betweens. Torso lifts away from your front thigh. Reach your heart forward. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Twisting with your upper back and mid back, but not your lower back. Good. Look down and lift back up, high lunge. Push into that front heel. Arms go up. Breathe in. Exhale, back heel drops down. Warrior two. Front knee bends. Arms come to a T. Inhale. And exhale. Windmill your hands down to the ground. Lift your back heel up. Bring your right hand inside your right foot. Turn your right toes out slightly. And then we're going to do cats and cows here. Round your back. Lift your heart. So you're in lizard pose, doing some cats and cows. Keeping that back knee up. Good. Stay with your heart lifted this time. Step back, plank pose. Heart reaches forward. Breathe in. Lower half or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Big breath in. And out. Left leg lifts. Step it forward by your left thumb. Rise to fingertips. This is your time to prepare your legs, prepare your mind, prepare your body for strength and stability. Deep bend in the front knee. Can you lift the heart, lifting the torso away from your front thigh, and really push back through the ball of that back foot. You're always welcome to stay with hands down, or inhale, push into front heel, and rise up, high lunge. Good. Deep bend into the front knee, bringing it right over the ankle, kicking back through the back leg. Try to lift up through the front of your pelvis. Ooh. Steady your breath. Soften your shoulders. Even as you sink lower into your legs, get taller through the sides of your torso, through the roof of your mouth. You're welcome to stay here or add in that twist again. Hands come to your heart. Twist to the left, hooking right elbow. Drop the back knee if you need to. Shoulders move outwards away from one another. Front knee bends deep. Kick back through your back heel. Lift your heart. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist. Look down, press into the front heel. Slowly rise back up, high lunge. Exhale, open warrior two. Back heel spins down. Adjust your feet as needed. Deep bend into the front leg. Exhale, hands windmill to the ground. Lift your back heel up. Walk your left foot to the left. Bring your left hand inside by the big toe. And turn your left toes outward just slightly. Then take those cats and cows here. Inhale, the hips sink, the heart lifts. Exhale, the hips lift around your back. Push through your arms. Good, take that a few more. The next time your chest is lifted, stay. Step back, plank pose. You choose, go to up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Big breath in and out. Awesome. Slowly shift forward. Sit down on your shins. You're going to sit onto your feet with your shins down. And this is a great place to stay. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, then take your feet apart and sit down between your heels. Now the hips need to be on something, so the hips shouldn't be hovering. They're either on the ground or they're on your feet. And this is a fine place to stay, stretching open the front of the shins. Or if you'd like, you can sit back a little bit further. Hands will come behind you, and you're going to tuck your tailbone under. Biggie, they cannot see if you can stand there. So from here, take your butt, lift it up, and then tuck it under, if you caught that, before it got blocked. And then maybe you slowly lower down to your forearms. Keep stretching your knees away from you. Keep the spine long. You should not feel anything in your lower back at all. It's like you're trying to get your belly down and lengthen your lower back. Okay, just as gently as you went in, you're going to come back out and take yourself into a forward fold, up and over. Wide legs. Good, and then lift your heart, walk your feet towards your hands, sit down onto your sits bones. You're going to roll over onto your back. Not roll over, just lay down onto your back. We're going to take a couple back bends here. And I really encourage you to take bridge. But if you want to do wheel, by all means, that's what I'm going to talk you through. Bridge is what we did earlier, so you should understand or remember, or you can just kind of repeat what we did before. So with wheel, this time you'll take your hands by your ears, palms down, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. If you've never done wheel before, I recommend taking bridge again. From here, you're going to tuck your tailbone under, really lengthening your lower back, and flip onto the top of your head. So you can look at your hands and then adjust your fingers so they're pointing the same direction. Squeeze your elbows towards one another, and that same upper back engagement that you did in bridge pose, do that here. Then kick your heels down, push with your hands, and lift up. Good. You should feel nothing in your lower back here. Legs should be doing like 70% of the work. Big breaths. If you want, you can walk your hands slightly closer towards you. And slowly lower back down, no plunking, take it controlled and safe for your body. Allow yourself to lie flat onto the ground. Take your feet wide apart so the knees are still bent. Feet are on the floor. And let your knees fall together, knock-kneeing them in. Awesome. Release those knees. And option, you can go ahead and just rest. Or if you'd like, you're going to, all right, if you'd like, you're going to take a second wheel. So option 1, rest. Option 2, bridge pose. Option 3, a second wheel. So hands wherever suits you. And go ahead and lift to the back of your head if you're taking a second wheel. And then lift up. Awesome. Now, if you want, this is definitely getting more challenging. Please only take this if you've done it before. You can pick up your right knee, flex your right foot, and put it across your left knee, like we did in bridge pose. Really pressing that left heel down. Release the right leg if you took it. We'll go ahead and switch to the left. Should not feel anything in your lower back. And release the left and roll back down. All right, that's the end of our back bending for today. Take the feet wide again and let the knees fall together. When you lower down out of a back bend, if you feel any achiness in your lower back, that's a sign that you went too high. And that's a little bit of compression that happens in your vertebrae in the lower back, and that is not necessary. So avoid that feeling at all costs. Right, draw your right knee into your chest. Grab a hold of the right shin. Extend the left leg out long. The left leg's going to hover a couple inches off the ground. Push your lower back into the floor. Soften your shoulders. Stay here or extend your right leg up to the sky. Bring your hands behind the back of the right leg and climb up the back of the leg, hand over hand, like you're climbing up a rope. You're literally just going to hang from your leg. Nice. Then switch sides. Bend the right knee in, lower the torso. Left knee comes into chest, right leg extends out. Hover the right leg off the ground. Stretch through the right inner thigh and the right inner ankle. Stay here or extend the left toes up towards the ceiling. You can climb up the back of that left leg now, really pushing the left or the back down into the ground. Softening shoulders. And lowering your torso, bending your left knee, bringing both knees into the chest. And I think I might have made some promise about our core being over, and technically it is, but just to counter that back bend, we are going to take one low boat. It's really good to strengthen the abs after a back bend. So go ahead and extend the legs up towards the sky. Option 1, you can stay here. This is a gentle core strengthener. Or 2, arms along your sides. Exhale and lift head and torso. Or 3, lower the legs and hover for 8, 7, 6, make it chill, soften the face. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down, knees will come into your chest. Rock all the way up to seated or roll to a side and meet us there. Plant hands, we're going to down dog, get there how you'd like. You can step, flow, hop, handstand, shavasana, break dance, so many options. Awesome. Look forward, walk or hop to seated. Turn to face you so you can see, but you can stay facing the same direction. You're going to extend your legs out in front of you. Inner thighs will roll in, outer thighs are going to roll out. Then draw your left leg in like tree pose. Keep that right leg extended out long. Sit up super tall. You can bring your hands behind you to help with that. You're welcome to stay here or begin to fold forward, walking your fingers over that right leg. Heart is going to reach forward. Now that right thigh, push it down into the ground strongly. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen through that inner leg. You can let your head bow as much as you'd like. Keep pushing your leg down into the ground. And look forward, lift your heart, and slowly rise up with a flat back. Switch sides, left leg extends out, right leg extends in. Make sure those inner thighs roll down. All right, fingertips behind you, lift your chest. Stay or begin to walk forward. Woo! This side's tighter for me. I don't think I might have got my rights and lefts backwards. But yeah, your left leg should be in front, pretty much your opposite side. It's this thing in yoga, we always do 2 sides. All right, let your head hang over, shoulders away from ears. Can you stretch the roof of the mouth and your tailbone away from one another? Soften the eyeballs. Push the thigh down into the ground. Look forward, lift your heart, flat back to sit all the way up. Stretch both legs in front of you. All right, we're doing both legs at once now. Fingers come behind, inhale to lift the heart. Stay here or begin to walk the hands forward. If you need to bend your knees, bend them. Whether they're bent or straight, they'll push down into the floor. So if the knees are bent, you're pushing like your butt cheeks and your heels down into the ground. And if they're straight, you're even pushing your calves and your thighs down into the ground. Stretch through the inner ankles. Good. Heart reaching forward, shoulders drawing back. Let your head bow. Let it be that bowling ball just hanging. 5 more breaths. Stay active in your legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. More big breath in. Inhale, look forward, lift your heart, and slowly sit all the way up. Okay, we're going to go into a spinal twist. Draw your left leg in, cross your left leg, ow, clawing up my back. Cross your left leg up and over the right thigh. Both sits bones firmly on the ground. Now you can stay like this or bend your right leg in as well. Optional, just make sure both sits bones are on the floor, whichever you're choosing, and that left knee points up to the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Then exhale, twist towards your left. You're going to hug that left knee in towards your right armpit. Bring your other hand behind you. Good. Each inhale, sitting up tall. It might even feel like you're leaning forward slightly. And then your exhale, you twist towards the left. Really breathe into the back of your chest, so your upper back. Turn your head to look forward, unwind the rest of the way, and then keep unwinding. Go to the other side and release back to center. Stretch your legs out in front of you. This time the right leg comes in, cross it up and over the left. Option to keep that bottom leg extended or bend it in. Neither is better. Just choose which you want today. No self-judgments here. Inhale to lengthen. Then exhale, twist towards your right, hugging that right knee towards your left armpit. Sit so tall that it feels like you're lifting your ribs away from your hips, but the shoulders are going to stay dropped down. One more deep breath in. Twist out. Look forward, unwind the rest of the way. Keep unwinding or counter twist. Then return back to center. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Make sure you have room behind you because you're going to roll down onto your back. Point through the toes, start with your tailbone, and slowly roll down all the way onto your back. Good. When you arrive there, we're going to take an inversion of your choice. Option 1, happy baby. Bend your knees into your chest. Reach your arms in between your thighs and grab onto your ankles or the outer edges of your feet. The knees press towards the ground, the bottoms of your feet push towards the sky. You can make it a straddle baby, legs out to the sides. This is a great place to stay. Or extend your legs straight up to the ceiling, feet flexed, hands can be on your belly. This is a nice gentle inversion. Or you could take a shoulder stand. If you're taking a shoulder stand, go ahead and bring the toes over the crown of your head. Interlace your hands behind your lower back so you can walk your shoulders closer together. And then you can bring your hands to your lower back. Really push into the toes so you're lifting the thighs away from your face and lifting your hips up to the sky. And you can stay in this plow, or you can lift your feet up, coming into a shoulder stand. The weight is always in the elbows and the shoulders, never on the head or neck. In fact, you should have some space between your neck vertebrae and the floor. Choose whatever feels better out of all of these variations. And then slowly find your way back to your back if you're in plow pose. See if you can drag your toes like across your face as you lower, keeping your thighs close to your belly until you're all the way to the ground. And let your feet come to the floor. And just let your spine be flat. Couple breaths in and out. We're going to set up now for Shavasana. If there's any other favorite poses that you need to feel complete in today's practice, definitely take them. Otherwise, now is your time to stretch out your legs. I'm going to move so you can see that Biggie over here is already doing Shavasana. He's way ahead of us. So I'll turn. So there's room for both him and I on the mat here. All right, so laying on your back, finding a comfortable shape. You could try Biggie's shape or you could try a different one. Let yourself take a deep breath in and out. And then forget about breath control. Let your body breathe however it wants. Allow your eyes to softly close. And your body to find some rest. Slowly begin to reawaken. Of course, if you want to stay in Shavasana longer, by all means, stay as long as you want. But I'm going to end class now. So if you're ending with me, then give yourself the next like 5 or so breaths to slowly roll and navigate to seated. When you find your way to seated, your hands might fall into your lap or join at your heart, a gesture of gratitude. and of respect to your body and its health, and for this time you're able to take for yourself. Thanks so much for joining me today for this practice. Leave a comment. Let me know how your body feels after this. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Oh, you can always watch the replays of all these classes on my Facebook or also on my YouTube channel.